Hey guys, welcome to my first ever podcast. And the word on the street today is that we have a lot of things to talk about, such as T. Higgins wanting to request a trade, Kirk Cousins heading to the Falcons, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, Saquon heading to the Eagles. So much more to talk about. I cannot wait. We're gonna start off with the little news that happened yesterday. And what happened yesterday, it was quite questionable. The old news, the other day, the Broncos traded Jerry Jeudy to the Browns for like a 5th and a 6th round pick. Now, how I feel about this is that I don't think it's a bad offer. Jerry Jeudy, you select him with your first pick. He didn't really do anything. He didn't really pan out like you want him to. Like, sorry. Like, there are so much better receivers that you could have taken. You missed out on Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb. Those two names are one of the best NFL's players. You missed out on Michael Pittman. So much more. It's crazy, and you thought he'll be real good, and we all thought he was gonna be real good, but he didn't really pan out like we want it to. He's a bust. I mean, come on now, we all get busts. Zach Wilson, So that's a little bit sad for the Broncos, Then again, you never know. You can those 6th and 5th pick. It's better to get something out of them than nothing. Because it's not like you're going to go out and get like a 2nd round pick. I probably would. It was a good option, honestly. You could have probably got a 3rd round pick. But I think the reason why they took the 5th and the 6th is because they want to free up cap and they released Russell Wilson. But we'll talk about that next. So we have so much things to talk about on this podcast. And this is my first one yet, so. Alright. I'm sorry. I have a cough. Alright. So, yeah. How I feel about it? How I would grade the trade for the Browns? It was good because he needed to get Deshaun Watson or whoever the QB is gonna be next year, a wide receiver, and Amari Cooper, good receiver. Elijah Moore, decent, but so is Jerry Jeudy, another decent instead of good, For the Broncos, this is like, it's a C, because you lost a receiver, but he didn't really pan out. He wasn't big for your team, but he took up a big pick, and you only got 6th and a 5th round pick, 6th and 5th, something along that line. It's not bad, but it was a loss for the Broncos, big time loss. But for the Browns, I'll give it a B because I think Jerry Jeudy will be better as a Brown than he was a Bronco. This is for me. Then again, I am a kid talking, so I could be wrong, I could be right. He actually might live up to some of the potential. Like, I'm not saying he's gonna live up to the potential that he was supposed to be one of the best, but I think he could be a good receiver. On like the Amari Cooper route. That's why I think, because he has a QB to throw to him, he's gonna be decent. I mean, he dropped the passes when you really need him, and you can't have a receiver that does that. But Who knows? You practice with the guy. They get Jerry Judy. He's going to coach at the coach like Sean Payton, Nathaniel Hackett, the other coach. I don't know all the coaches. I'm sorry about that, but he went through a lot of coaches, and when you see like a Patrick Mahomes, yeah, Andy Reid. Andy Reid is a great coach, and when you go with like a say Joe Montana had a good coach. Brock Purdy, Kyle Shanahan, but there's Super Bowl before Purdy. It gotta mean something, right? So overall, give it a B. It's not that bad. I think Jerry Judy's gonna be better. The Browns are a good team. Flacco, he played outstanding. I mean, David Njoku, good, but yeah, and so it's not that bad. I think the Browns. I don't know if Deshaun Watson is the answer. You pay them too much money and everything. I think you go out and get a better QB. And then you might have something going of more than just a first round exit or second round exit. Maybe a AFC Championship. Maybe a Super Bowl. Who knows? You get a QB for that Browns team. That's a scary Browns team. Alright, next we're going to be talking about Russell Wilson signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, that's not bad, but it's like they paid them $30 million, which I don't know if he's quite worth $30 million, because the first year as a Bronco, he did terrible. Second year, he had a better step up, but there was a little point where he was winning games and being Chiefs, being the Bills, So it was an okay trade, If I was Steelers, I probably would have never paid them that much money. But it's official on Wednesday. But I think it was a decent trade, But is he gonna get a ring there? No. Is he gonna be decent there? Possibly. But this is not the team where he comes up and does great and become prime Russell Wilson. He's getting old. He messed up his throws. Those throws are on him, and he knows it. And he on a Steelers team that really gets carried by that defense, and we all know it. Defense is different. The defense is good. TJ Watt, Cameron Hayward, Mika Fitzpatrick. That's a good defense, Those are three outstanding players right there who's on the All-Pro team or a Pro Bowl team, But yeah, that's what I think. The reason why I don't think he's gonna pan out to be great is because the Steelers don't really have an O-line. I mean, Kenny Pickett's always getting pressured. So it's like they lost a lineman, Kevin Dotson, which an okay lineman for you, You need an O-line for Russell Wilson if he wants to be great. I mean, not Russell Wilson had not that bad of a O-line, but didn't have a good line, but yeah, okay line at least. He was getting pressured, yeah, but Steelers weapons wise, they have a few weapons. I mean, I wouldn't re-sign Allen Robinson. I would just put him off the side, cut him, release him, probably trade him. But what are you gonna get out of him if you trade him? The most, a 5th round pick, and people still probably won't even accept that. Yeah. George Pickens, Dante Johnson, that's Najee Harris. Najee did not have the best season, but then again, you have Jaylen Warren. So that's a good squad. I think it's enough weapons to get you. You're already in the playoffs without a QB. I want to see what we could do with at least a decent QB. I think they're playoff contenders heading into the season. That I seen that they got Russell Wilson. I think that was a little bit of a step up. I think if you had high of enough draft pick, I would totally select their quarterback. If you look at this draft class, it's nasty. Quarterback-wise, Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, JJ McCarthy, Bo Nix, Michael Phoenix. So much talent in quarterbacks. Receivers, you have Marvin Harris, about to be a real good receiver. You got Brock Powers. That's gonna be a good tight end. Rome Adonzi, something like that. I'm sorry, I don't know the last name. My apologies. But that's what I think. I think the Steelers did a decent move. I don't think they went overboard. I think they paid a little bit too much money for a decent quarterback. But it's okay. Because if he ends up somehow getting them a ring, which I don't see that happening. I don't even see them. I think they're going to be second round exits. I don't think they're going to be first round exits. I think second round exit. That's my opinion, though. So, yeah, that's what I thought of Russell Wilson heading to the Steelers. For Steelers, it's a B minus because you paid a decent of money for him, a little bit overpaid. But you need a decent QB. You want to make sure he's a Steeler. You want to go get your ring. And I would think this guy's the piece of your ring. I think if you clean up your O-line and you actually get him coaches that I think if you get him just like all the coaches, the O-line, I think he's Super Bowl contender. I think he's capable of doing it. But yeah. That's what I think. For Russell Wilson, I think it's an A because you get paid a lot of money. You go on a better team than the Broncos. You go on a team that at least made the playoffs in a few. Haven't went deep in the playoffs, but you could be the piece where they go second round exit. They're not Super Bowl contenders. They're not AFC champions contenders, but they're second round exits. That's my opinion. Yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen. I think it's gonna be a little bit weird seeing him in a Steelers uniform. I think it's gonna be. I think I wanted to see him be a Steeler. I don't know. It's I was never a Russell Wilson fan. He had one opportunity to beat Brady. He messed up in the grandest stage of them all. So, we have the best running back. I don't know why you just don't run it in. And to be honest, I stick up for Russell Wilson I don't stick up for him. I don't know what I'm saying. Pete Carroll made the dumbest move of his career there. That's not gonna look good on the resume. But, yeah, that's what I think. overall, I think it gets a little B minus, because it's a win for Russell Wilson, but it's a win for both players, not really a loss for the Broncos, because then the Broncos are just going to draft, possibly sign a quarterback. I think they all took it off the board though. Baker Mayfield signed, Kirk Cousins signed, so I don't know. I think they're gonna go draft one. I think they might select JJ McCarthy. If JJ McCarthy goes there, I hope they get him in line, because I'm a JJ McCarthy lover. But yeah, even though my favorite college team is Rutgers, we have beef with Michigan. So what? Yeah. Yes, that's my thought. We're gonna go to the Kirk Cousins. Right? No, we're gonna go to T. Higgins. Now, T. Higgins requested a trade from the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay? He's going ring chasing, and I get it. But at the same time, this is a team that can get you a ring. And it is. Oh, we forgot to talk about another one. Alright, we'll talk about it. And let me show you this. I don't think I can show the name. It's not bad, but it's like I don't want to get copyrighted. That guy won't even watch my podcast. But anyways. So, if we look, Bengals franchise wide receiver T. Higgins has requested a trade. Higgins loves Cincinnati and hopes to be with the team long term, but is disappointed that the team has not had any talks about long-term contract extensions since March 2023. He's ready to move on to a new team. That's probably what it said. Well, we're not going through all that. And for T. Higgins, he wants a long-term deal so he gets money. He don't gotta worry about it every year to make the decision. Or if he has a bad year, then they're not gonna pay him money. They're not. All NFL teams are not gonna see him as great. That's what the Bengals probably feel, which I kind of respect, but I kind of don't, because this is your receiver, and he is a good receiver. When Ja'Marr Chase wasn't there, he was there. But yeah. So he was there. He was good. He was always good. Maybe 2020 season I struggled, but once you bring in Ja'Marr Chase and Joe Burrow actually had some weapons, and he did what he had to do, made the Super Bowl, and so now he's a good receiver. I think I'm gonna go get myself some water. We will be back, but let me finish up with this. I'm so sorry, you guys. I just have a bad cough. But, yeah. I give respect to T. Higgins, and what team I think he's going to get traded to? I want to say the Jets, but I don't know. They might pull off a little sneaky deal. Who knows? They might not. I'm not saying they are, but they did with Rodgers. They took up a lot for Rodgers. We're not supposed to talk about the Jets. Yeah, yeah. So there's that. And T. Higgins, what a receiver. I mean, he comes up big when you need him. He's good for jump balls. He comes up clutch when you need him. He's a second piece that you need. You didn't want to sign him for a long year deal, so you kind of deserve this. And, T. Higgins deserves a lot of money. He deserves a long-term contract. He deserves what he wants because he's good. Obviously, the Bengals are not going to give him a long-term contract because, well, long-term contract comes with a lot of money. And they're going to save it up for Joe Burrow, Ja'Marr Chase, possibly anyone else. Last season, Jesse Bates won. That was a big loss. Not saying that took the Bengals out of the Super Bowl, but it was a big ouch. Because it's a real good safety, you know? So, the Bengals, I don't think they got the upper hand. And T. Higgins, I think don't know if he got the upper hand also. So, it's okay. I mean, I bet the Bengals are a little bit sad, but they don't want to pay him all that money. I mean, it's understandable because you want Ja'Marr Chase, you want Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is your future of the team. So is Ja'Marr Chase. But T. Higgins is also part of some of that future. You know? So yeah, it's whatever. I think if they lose T. Higgins, I think it's not the biggest loss, but it's a little bit of an ouch. Because at the end of the day, you do have Tyler Boyd, and you do have Ja'Marr Chase. And Ja'Marr Chase, top 10 best receivers in the NFL. And and that's true. Yeah, he didn't have the best season. But come on now. They all have the bad seasons, So, I think it's okay. I'm curious of what team T is going to go to. But, yeah, next we're going to be talking about the Mac Jones trade with the Jaguars. But I had to take a quick little break because I'm coughing a lot. I need water. I'm just going to... I'm so sorry, you guys. I just had to get some water. I was coughing a lot. It's been a little bit of a rough day. Alright. So, Mac Jones heading to the Jaguars for a 6th and a 7th. Not bad, but I would trade Mac Jones to like a good team, like an Eagle team, cause with that he could have at least like been okay or got something. He could have at least been okay, like. Or team like a Steelers, but they just signed Russell Wilson, so it won't even matter. But I forgot to talk about this. Or like a 49er team, an Eagle team. They just got Saquon. And why would I say that? We'll talk about that later, though. Oh my gosh. More things are going on. As I'm talking, so much more things are going on. Like, so much. Baseball's not even this bad. Not bad, but like so much. There's so much to talk about. I think we gotta speed this up. So, Mac Jones is heading to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Or, if I'm not mistaken, a 6th and 7th round pick. I will show you, but I can't really. Oh my gosh, how did I get here? I'm so sorry I have you guys wait. This is my first time. I'm terrible at this. Mac Jones. I just want to show you guys. I want him to be Jaguar, cause it's like he's not gonna get any playing time there, cause unless Trevor Lawrence gets hurt, and he didn't get hurt last season, but I don't see it happening. Now let me show you it. I thought it was a 7th round pick. I guess I didn't pick up a 7th rounder while they were at it. Here is. Patriots agreed to a trade QB Mac Jones to the Jaguars for a 6th round draft pick. It's really not gonna get used for anything. I hate to say it, but I mean they're really not. I don't. Unless you pull a Tom Brady or a Brock Purdy, but the odds of that happening is low. You know, so that's what I think. I'm just gonna continue with this podcast until I'm done going over everything that happened. So it's okay. I mean, I thought you could have got more, but then again, it's like the Jaguars don't need them, so why would like matter? Oh my gosh, everything is happening. everybody signing offers the day before. So we are back, and I'm sorry we had a little thing happening. So yeah, it was okay. If I had to rate it, it's kind of a C. It really wasn't anything special. Like Mac Jones to the Jaguars, like the draft pick is not even used for a 6th round pick. Come on now. So they really got nothing. I mean, Mac Jones wasn't that good. I mean, the first year he had a good season after Brady left. But yeah, it's okay. I'll rate a C. Now this is when the big boys come in. So when I first started this, I didn't even know about this, but Kirk Cousins is heading to the Atlanta Falcons. What a pick, what a move from the Atlanta Falcons, because this is a scary team. Kirk Cousins agreed to a 4-year, $180 million contract with the Atlanta Falcons. Let me show you. It was pretty crazy. There's even more. We have so much to talk about. Kirk Cousins agreed to a 4-year, $180 million contract with the Atlanta Falcons. So, pretty crazy. I'm gonna give you my thoughts. I think this was a great move for the Falcons. This offense is actually quite scary. If you think about it, you have Kirk Cousins, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, and Kyle Pitts and Chris Launderstorm, which Kirk Cousins love going to be under center with him. Defense, you got AJ Terrell. So it's a young, good team. I mean, Kirk Cousins is a little bit old, but this is the part where you go out and you're playoff contenders. I'm looking at AFC Championship the most. I don't know about Super Bowl, but I'm definitely going to say playoff contenders. Without a doubt. You got a team making the playoffs. How you know? You have Kirk Cousins, a good offense. Now another piece that I think the Falcons can use is a wide receiver. You can't just have Drake London. You need someone else. And it will only make sense to do that. So Kirk Cousins just doesn't have one guy to pass it to. Bijan's nasty. Sure, you have Kyle Pitts, but Kyle Pitts, can he even score a touchdown? Like, not trying to be mean, but these are questions where you gotta take everything the extra step. You just got a good QB who's gonna take you to playoffs. I see him taking you to playoffs, without a doubt. And if he doesn't, then I don't know how he doesn't. He gets injured like Rodgers. But we don't gotta look at bad memories, do we? I think the Falcons are a good team. I think they are so much more better than last year. And I think they still have the first pick. And, you know, they had QBs. They had one QB, Matt Ryan. Guy got old and stuff. Then they traded him. It was a whole hot mess. And then they bring in Desmond Ridder. And he didn't do what he was supposed to do. But he wasn't bad. I wouldn't give up on Desmond Ridder, though. Ridder's not bad. He beat a few teams. I was going to say the Jets, but they're not really competitors because they didn't have Rodgers. But, yeah, I give this for the Falcons, I give this an A+. For Kirk Cousins, an A, because he's not getting a ring with this team. I don't think this season is where they get a ring. Maybe next season. I have to see what they do this season. But they also have Jesse Bates. I forgot about Jesse Bates. They have him. One of the best safeties in the NFL, so this should be curious. The free agency just got stacked. So, yeah. You have another big move. New York Jets rival, Saquon for the Giants. Saquon Barkley is leaving New York and going to Philadelphia. So, this is a great move by the Eagles because they need a running back. But it's not like the main piece of what's going to hold you from the Super Bowl. But you definitely need a running back to help you with you beat Mahomes possibly and win the Super Bowl. Not saying that Mahomes is going to stop you, but Mahomes could. Because Mahomes did do that to you in the Super Bowl. Let me show you it. 3-year deal with 3-year like something million. 3-year deal. Saquon. 3-year, $37 million. Yeah, I think he's definitely worth more. But, oh my gosh, every time I talk, something goes on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch up. So, yeah. And we'll get done with some other things. I rate it A+. Saquon A+ also. Let me get done with this so I have something to talk about tomorrow. They can't stop with one subject because when I talk about something, it goes on. I heard Christian Wilkins is heading to Las Vegas Raiders. Now, Raiders signing defensive tackle Christian Wilkins to a 4-year, $110 million deal. This is a great. Everything about it was good. Now, I'm not a hater, but then again, Christian Wilkins is not gonna get his ring. I'm pretty sure he knows that. So you see it, Raiders signing defensive tackle Christian Wilkins to a 4-year, $110 million deal. Not bad. But it's like he's not getting a ring. So great for the Raiders. But Christian Wilkins, I don't know, because he's still getting paid $110 million. I think he was on the rookie deal. Yeah, I think he was on the rookie deal contract. Which I like the Raiders for doing this because it's taken parts away from our East rival, the Dolphins. As we have bad memories from them last year. So, for the Raiders, you need somebody on that line. To pair up with Max Crosby, that's scary. And Tyree Wilson, I just remembered. Oh my. You have Terry Wilson did have the best season, but I think with adding Christian Wilkins, I think this is where they make the playoffs. If you go out and get a QB, you're definitely getting playoffs. They did lose Josh Jacobs. That's okay. I give it a I'll give it an A for the Raiders and a B for the Dolphins for the Christian Wilkins. Now I'm very sad about this because I liked Bryce Huff and I kind of thought they re-signed him, but I don't think they did. I think he just went to the Eagles. We'll have to check. Yep. Eagles. Bryce Huff reached a 3-year deal, $51.1 million contract. That's sad. I like this guy. This guy racked up 10 sacks for us. That's great. He beat out Quinnen Williams. He beat out Jermaine. He beat out all of them. So this is a little bit sad. Kind of praying for his downfall though. This dude dominated. He was good. This was his year to prove, and you betcha he proved. The Eagles, wow, they were like signing a lot of people. Signed Saquon. Now they're signing Bryce Huff. What's up with that? But yeah, I mean, I guess it is what it is. The Jets, on the other hand, they're not doing anything. However, they did resign Greg Zuerlein. I did just see they're close to Jets making a deal for a receiver. We'll see. Yeah. Now we're gonna talk about a big thing that's going all over social media. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. I'm excited for this fight. I won't lie, I cannot wait. This is gonna be incredible. I never thought this would happen, cause I didn't think Mike Tyson was a little girl and scared. I just didn't think he would want to fight because he was old and everything. I know he's not scared of Jake Paul. I don't even think Mike Tyson's scared of anybody. A live global sports event. I think it's gonna be a good fight, but I got Mike Tyson winning this. I'm not throwing shades at Jake Paul. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I don't think it's gonna be like a 1-round knockout. But it's just that, Mike Tyson is a scary man. I mean, he bit someone ear. That's terrifying. Jake Paul is known for knocking people out and winning and being good people, but when it comes out to fighting a real boxer, he only beat Tyron Woodley and he probably paid the money. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. The other fights he won clearly. But he could have cheated, he could not have. and he beat Tommy Fury. So it's gonna be live on Netflix, by the way. Saturday, July 20th, AA Stadium, Arlington, Texas. I don't know. I got Mike Tyson. I'll show you why. I have Mike Tyson. I'll show you why. This dude has been training, and this dude is looking scary. Like, sure, Jake Paul is also training, but I mean, look at this guy. This guy's built. This guy is like, he is ready. He is like, cannot wait to fight this guy. But yeah, let's watch. Hopefully I can share it. By the way, I'm doing all this on laptop. He's in trouble. Wow. I officially cannot wait. Look at that. That is a little bit scary for him now. After that, I think Logan Paul's a little bit scared. But yeah, let's go to baseball. There's really nothing to talk about for baseball. Football, everything was happening every second. So, I'm a Yankee fan, so I'll give you some. The Yankees, both of the Yankee teams went to in spring training. I know that. Yeah, that's about it. We're gonna wrap it up. That's about it for today's podcast. Let me know if you liked it. I had fun doing this. Always wanted to make a podcast. And have a good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya on the next one, which would be tomorrow. And we'll see what will happen tonight and tomorrow. So, bye.